Hi, this is Sherry. I'm coming at you from Canyon Lake, and I'm going to try and attempt to do our reading so that I can upload it to YouTube, because it hasn't been allowing me to do that recently. And for the last 2 weeks, people have missed the readings and I've been getting messages, so I hope that this works for us. It's raining today in California, which is freaking awesome. Love it. Got dark clouds. This is something that makes me very, very happy. I want cooler weather. I'm actually heading back to Wisconsin at the end of this next coming week to get some cooler weather, so this is fun that I have it here too. Okay, so the deck that I'm going to be using, I haven't used it for a long time, and I found it today and I thought, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite decks. It's called Feathered Omens by Tony Carmine Salerno. No, it's not Tony Carmine. I love Tony Carmine. It's Ted Andrews. But they're messengers from the bird family, and I have a lot of messengers right now that are sitting out in front of us. We've got the coots right now, which is interesting because that's where I'm going. The coots come from the Menominee tribe in Wisconsin. Isn't that interesting? And that's what these birds are. And they talk about, I talked about them recently. They talk about, see this seagrass here? They are along, this is what they do. They eat this. And it's talking about there are things in your life that need to be cleaned up and cleared out before the next phase comes forward. So that's what these birds are out here doing. I think that's interesting that they're right here and that I'm actually going to where the Menominee tribe is in Wisconsin. I think that's funny. Okay, so the first message that we have is from the crow. And the crow comes from the void, right? The crow comes from the darkness. And they're related to the raven family, which is interesting because I'm going back to a music festival called Dark Songs, and it's all centered around Edgar Allan Poe and the raven. So I think this is really apropos as well. So what they're saying is you're going to have help with the unexpected. And they're talking about, you know, out of the darkness, new is born. So these guys are cleaning up. Wow, did you see that fish that just jumped? It was huge, huge. So, oh my gosh, I'm going to let this kind of look out here, see if you guys can see what's going on, because that was really cool. That was a big, big fish, big catfish. So the crow, it's talking about out of the darkness, the new is born. And, you know, out of the dark night comes a new day. And it talks about that there's going to be a sign of unexpected help with obstacles or problems that we've had. It's just it's gonna come from spirit or from other people or from other sources, whatever it is. And when we talk about the crow, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but crows do something that's called mobbing. And if you see you often will see like an owl, or here I see a hawk, and the hawk will be flying, and the crows will dive bomb on the hawk, because the hawk is going after their babies or their eggs. So this is something that's called mobbing. So it's talking about doing things as a group. And accomplishing things together as a group rather than going alone at this time. So this is where Spirit's going to come forward. And it's telling you, don't try and tackle problems on your own. You know, if there's any threats or any difficulties, they want you to actually call out and ask for help. They want you to ask Spirit or ask for assistance, and don't do this alone. This is what they're asking. And that's the emphasis on that by the coot. And also, I love that sound. Also, if you get offers, if people offer you help at this time, accept it. You know, you want the universe to give to you. You want to be able to receive. And in order to receive, you have to accept help. And it's often very hard for a lot of us to accept help. It's hard for me to ask for help. And even when it's offered, it's difficult to take it. So, but you're defeating your own purpose and what you're asking from Spirit. If you're asking for assistance and assistance comes and you don't take it, you're throwing back what you're getting. So if people do step forward to help in any situation, swallow your pride, even if it feels a little bit uncomfortable, and allow them to help you. That is how the universe will help you receive in other areas of your life, not just in those particular instances. Okay, what else? I think we're going to go to the next one. The next one is Cardinal. Accept your life's importance. And I find this also very apropos because I see the cardinal a lot when I'm in Wisconsin. You don't see it around here. I saw it when I was in Sedona. I had the cardinals, but they're very prominent in Wisconsin. And people have been asking about cardinals, and they come around this season. You know, this is a time when you notice them. They're bright red colors when the leaves are starting to fall, and they're more noticeable. And if there's snow, you can see the bright red color. And what you notice most about a cardinal is their song. They have a beautiful sound. They sing out, and they're very, very You can tell them apart from others. And so what they're saying to you at this time, oh, let's watch, there comes a beautiful white crane. At this time, they're telling you that they want you to stand out in whatever, you know, whatever environment that you're in. They're telling you that you've touched the lives of other people in ways that maybe you haven't even recognized. And they want you to recognize your importance. It's not pride, but you need to recognize that you have actually affected and influenced others, and you are a true healer and a teacher. You have done this through maybe your work, but maybe just your regular everyday life. I've got some odd little bird flying here. So they want you to step up and recognize this. And people from your past are going to step forward at this time. This is when they're going to start recognizing who you were and maybe let you know the things that you have done to impact their lives. You know, the little courtesies, the helpful hand, the advice, just being a friend. You're gonna start hearing this now, and you may not even realize how you've affected people in their lives. But they're gonna be coming forward and, you know, thanking you for your extension of friendship and your genuine work and care on behalf of others and of spirit. And so at this time, they're telling you, accept that, and be proud of yourself. You know, step into who you are and recognize that, you know, you have been a helper, you've been a friend, you've been a healer, and you have been of assistance. And Spirit is giving you a high five, and these people are stepping forward to say thank you. So they want you to